What's going on, everyone? It's April 19th, 2012. Thought I'd make a couple new videos of crate digs of the stuff I've been getting, because I was watching some of my older videos and I realized that stuff I was buying really wasn't that great, even though I made the videos thinking that it was. But over the last year, I've really kind of honed my tastes into better stuff and been a lot more selective about what I've been buying. So I have a few hundred records that I'd like to show you guys that I picked up. These crates right here, all of this stuff, and a couple of stories that I could probably tell along the way. Let's see. One thing I just purchased recently is a bunch of back issues of Wax Poetics. I've always heard about this magazine, never really got into it, but I subscribed to their mailing list and they had a sale on some back issues, so I picked up around 10. Looking forward to some good reading with that. Just got those today. And then here are records I'm going to use for sample discoveries. So it's a couple of things I never showed in a video that I picked up. It's like this one, Emotions Untouched, has a 8.5 step in sample, and a couple other ones. Gil Scott-Heron, Les McCann, Kool and the Gang. I guess it's kind of spoiling what's going to appear in the next sample discoveries videos, but whatever. Milt Jackson, Memphis Jackson, a few other ones in there. A couple that I picked up from Beat Swap Meet, which I sold at, by the way. The last one is pretty good turnout. Definitely going to be regular there, regular vendor. So if you're in the LA area, keep on the lookout. I'll have my tent set up there, selling my own collection. And one thing I also started doing is getting into eBay, which has been pretty bad for my money in terms of spending, because it's finding it's a lot easier to spend a ridiculous amount on records. Stuff, kind of prices I would never pay in person. Normally when I go out digging in person, I don't try not to spend more than $5 per record, but on eBay I'll easily push it up to 40 maybe for a record that I really want, which has been pretty bad for my money. But I did pick up some good stuff, which is why I wanted to make this video and show you guys. But for this first video, I wanted to tell a little story. This is actually records I picked up back in December, starting with this pile right here, and then these and these. Try to listen to these in chronological order, so these are the ones that I'm at currently that I need to listen to, and then go through that crate, and then that one, and that one, and then so on. But what actually happened with these was I kind of last minute went to a sale that I saw on Craigslist in Gardena, California, and when I got there, for one thing, a Hispanic guy had purchased all the records that were there. There's probably a couple thousand, intending to sell them at a swap meet, I guess. He offered to pay like a couple $100 or something, like a real low ball offer, but the guy just really wanted to get rid of the records. So I did show up exactly when it started, but the guy had already showed up and made the offer. So I was a little irritated at that, but I talked to the guy about it and told him a little about my hobby and stuff, and he was pretty cool. And he said, while the Hispanic guy was boxing up a bunch of records, I could still go through them, and he would hide the ones that I was interested in on the side for me to purchase on my own. So I picked up probably, I don't know what that totals, like under 100, but it's a lot of records. But the total he offered was like probably $15 or something. So it was a real good price. He's a real nice guy. And one really cool thing that I discovered was when I was digging, he was talking about a famous brother he had, and how his brother was a musician and stuff. And he asked me if I had heard of Money Mark, and some of you guys might be familiar with that name. It's actually the longtime keyboard player for the Beastie Boys for a long time now, and he's also a solo artist. But this guy that I was buying the records from, who was selling all these, is actually the brother of Money Mark. So and once I made the connection, I saw that he did resemble him a little bit, so I thought that was really cool, and he's a real cool guy. And as you'll see over there, I got a sealed pressing of Changes Coming by Money Mark there. He just threw that in for free just because he's a cool guy. So some of the stuff I got from him, actually I realized that the stuff in that crate there is from another spot, so I'll do that in a separate video. But these records and these ones, he actually just threw in a lot. I didn't even have time to go through it really. he just said take off with all these. So there's a couple of the records in here that are not that great, but I did pick up some good stuff. So enough talking. It's been 5 minutes. Let's see what I picked up from him. Best of Sonny Stitt on Prestige Records. Robin Trower. I've actually been listening to him a lot lately. He's real consistent, real good stuff. He's in Procol Harum, I think is how you pronounce it. The band. He's just kind of a blues rock guitarist, real good psychedelic type stuff. And then this is Third World. Sorry if the lighting's kind of bad. Beatles Yesterday and Today. Having learned more about this album and the whole Butcher cover thing, I've always been looking for it. This is actually a 70s pressing, I guess, on Purple Label, so it's not worth that much, but decent find. Antonio Carlos Jobim, Sly and the Family Stone, Stevie Wonder, Wes Montgomery, Cal Jader, Renee Paulo. This is from Hawaii, private pressing, I guess. I've also been trying to look more into private pressing stuff, and yeah, just always keeping my eye out for independent stuff, because you never know what's going to be really valuable. More Antonio Carlos Jobim, Hammond Hits, Lena Horne, and Gabor, I don't know how to say his last name, Dino Desi and Billy, Mass Production, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Dramatics, Diana Ross, Gooch, Ink Spots, Buddy Rich, Stevie Wonder, some Mandarin Chinese, probably got that for sampling, Jonathan Winters. A lot of this stuff is, again, this is not the best records that I've been getting recently. Those will be in those crates, which I'll show you in another video after this. But for like 10 cents a record on each of these is pretty good. Large Professor, classic single, Heartbeat of the Congo, The Surfers, Don Scaletta Trio, Jimmy Smith. That's the Sermon by Jimmy Smith, no cover, but had to get it. Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich, D Nice. This is Charlie Bird, Barney Kessel, Herb Ellis, Billy Preston, Ramsey Lewis, Stan Getz, Ramsey Lewis again, Buddy Rich, a whole bunch of people on Pablo Records, Mark Murphy on Riverside, Woodstock album number 2, San Remo Festival. I don't know what this is, kind of just got it for the cover. Sergio Mendes, Muhammad Ali soundtrack, Self-Hypnosis LP, probably could sample that. Mongo Santa Maria, Keith Jarrett, McCoy Tyner, Oscar Peterson, Japanese something or other, Buddy Rich, and Evans Bradshaw Trio, it's on Riverside Records, Willie Bobo, Lil' Kim, Crush on You, back when she was first starting out, it's a pretty good song. Dave Brubeck Quartet, Richard Groove Holmes, brother Jack McDuff, Impulse compilation, Junior Walker and the All-Stars, Al Green, Jazz Crusaders, Bob Dylan. Not too much of a fan of Dylan, but thought I'd get this just because it's considered a classic. Sabikas, I guess you say, that's what it is. Joe Beck, also Chico Hamilton, Leonard Feather compilation, Sonny Chris, Ramsey Lewis again, Oscar Peterson, Blue Magic, Frank Sinatra and Jobim, New York, this is a 10-inch, I think. Alex Haley, spoken word thing, soundtrack there. Pearl Bailey, Ike and Tina Turner, something there. Grace Jones, and a sealed copy of Change is Coming by Money Mark. He also gave me a CD. I actually already had this album, but if it's for free, might as well try to sell it or something. So that's that from that one trip. I'll probably cut this video off there and then make a second video with everything else that I've picked up since I picked up these in December, which is a lot better quality than my past digging videos. So thanks for watching. Peace.